Another is that a person realizes that when their anger has not been satisfied, then it creates another effect in their heart, that it boils them. So they get angry and they're not able to take that anger out, and that turns into hatred. So what's recommended? What's recommended when you get angry? You need an outlet. Seriously. And the outlet should not be people. It should not be social media. It shouldn't be. Your outlet can be a journal. You can sit down and you can write everything. Okay? Just write. Write for 30 minutes, write for an hour, write for 5 minutes. Whatever. Write your thoughts down. Write it. And then you look at it, read it, until the feelings have dissipated. Then take that paper and burn it. Take that paper and burn it. Do not do what I know people have done and people do. Seriously. Because I've dealt with like counseling cases and stuff, and people tell me. And they're like, oh, I have like, it's in my notepad, I have a list. I'm like, a list of what? All of the things that she has said to me. All of the things that he has done wrong. I said, for how long? For the past 2 years. I'm like, are you kidding me? I said, so what do you do with this list? Oh, I review it. What? So you must be miserable. Yeah, I am miserable. I'm like, you make yourself miserable. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given us such an amazing gift and blessing. You know what that blessing is? Nisyan. Forgetfulness. Alhamdulillah, man. Alhamdulillah. That I don't remember the things that people have said to me or about me. And alhamdulillah that people have forgotten the things that I have said and done. Alhamdulillah for that. Because if that wasn't the case, I would not like anybody and nobody would like me. See, I would have very few friends. Seriously. Because even my closest friends I've gotten into arguments with, we have, right? Oh, I remember the time 7 years ago you said this to me. Alhamdulillah, we let that go. But people, like I said, oh, this is going to help me get it out. So they're going to write it down on their phone, or they're going to write it down, and they're going to keep that journal. Wallahi, now imagine if your spouse, your parent, or your child, or your friend, somebody reads that, and it's about them. Now, you wrote it down in a moment of anger, so you're feeling you were in a different state of mind. But now they're reading it when everyone's, cool-headed, and everyone's in a clear state, and he's reading that, or she's reading that, and how do you think they're going to feel? Like, oh man, this is what you were saying about me? No, this is only when I was angry. Wallahi, you should have just destroyed that when you had the chance. That's my advice. That's one outlet. Write everything down, but then afterwards, when you calm down, just go and destroy it. Get rid of it. You don't need to send that letter. Seriously. Now, I shared the story about that email that I wrote right on Tuesday. I wrote that email. It's still sitting in the drafts. This is a long email. I didn't send it, and I'm fine. Alhamdulillah. I'm chilling now. But at the moment, I was like angry. But all of us should try this. And then just delete it after. Get rid of it. Other outlets, especially for brothers, hit the gym. Seriously, hit the gym. Hit the punching bag. Right? Do something. Stay physically active. Stay physically fit. Because that, if not, that anger will turn into hatred, which will turn into ghil, which will turn into what? Not just ghil, hiqd. It will turn into hiqd, which is that because you cannot take out your hatred on your spouse, or inshallah, on your children or your spouse. So it will turn into what? Resentment, contentment. It will no longer just be hatred. Then it will be, a person will lose any feelings of softness for them. Spouse, children, friends, whatever it is. Other people, co-workers and colleagues. If we are not able to, so look at how it goes from anger to hatred, and then that hatred basically turns cancerous, it turns malignant, until it turns into hiqd. And that hiqd eventually becomes even worse. What's worse than hiqd? What's worse in this type of hatred? It is contentment. Where a person does not even give somebody the benefit of the doubt, does not feel any softness, even if they see that person is struggling with something. People have contentment for their children, may Allah protect, but this happens. The people, they have contentment for their children who's 16, 17, 18, 20 years old, and after they're just fed up with them, they have contentment for their kids, so that even if they see their kids are suffering, then they find it an annoyance. They're annoyed with their kid. That's what you get, that's what you deserve. You are his mom, you are his dad, and he's 17, she's 18, she's going through this, and you are saying to your child, that's what you deserve. Why? Because now, what happened? They got angry, and then it turned to hatred, and turned into hiqd, and then it turned into contentment, where now they have no softness for them. Whatever happens to them is just an annoyance. Whatever it is an annoyance. There's no softness left in them. And that is one of the worst evils of the heart. At that point, it's very hard. A person needs to do some bypass surgery to fix that heart, honestly, right? Some serious spiritual bypass to fix that issue. But I'm saying that's dangerous and what it can lead to if it is not treated and addressed early on, right?